on ESPN. March also marks the third month of the 1988 Redman TNT Winter Nationals. The action begins with three big events the first week of March at UTC Arena in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Nassau Coliseum, Nassau, Long Island. Then moves on to Austin, Texas, the 11th and 12th at the Texas Exposition and Heritage Center. Finally, the world's most powerful vehicles travel to Huntsville, Alabama, and the Von Braun Civic Center, and the Rochester Community War Memorial in Rochester, New York. It's all coming your way in March with the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. Look for it.
Now it's time for the big boys, each one 7,200 pounds of pure pulling power. The super modified pulling tractors. These pulling rails are the most dramatic machines in the sport today. Custom designed from the ground up, they combine power and a degree of driving difficulty never before seen in motorsports. Some of the biggest competitors in the class are here tonight. Among them, Tim Engler, Fred Freeman, Wayne Longnecker, and this man, 17-time national champion Dave Banter. The Banter Brothers team is a legend in the sport of pulling. They wrote the book on modified tractors. They established themselves at the top of the heap once again in '87 with their 17th national title. Brother Ralph designs and builds them. Dave drives them. And they are sure to set a high mark for the rest of the field to shoot for.
Sled operator out of Boise, Idaho, pulled him down. Coming out now from Cambridge, Iowa, the River Rat runs twin Allison aircraft engines. Twin 1,712 cubic inch engines used in the Second World War and the Korean War to power the P-51s and the P-36s. These fellas have converted them over to make tremendous amounts of horsepower for the sport of professional truck.
It's been a night of tough competition here in the Hoosierdome. Next up, Wayne Longnecker and the River Rat.
Like to use them. Number one, they make a lot of bottom end torque. You will not see a 100-mile-an-hour wheel speed shot with this vehicle. He'll go up around 95. The type of horsepower he makes does not work over 100 miles an hour. It's bottom end torque. He runs a supercharged injected setup. This engine can run all types of combination. It can run carburation, injectors, superchargers at a nominal fee compared to a lot of the other vehicles that are competing here this evening. You're not looking at any $20,000 or $30,000 engines. These engines are picked up throughout the country at surplus stores. The River Rat out of Iowa, stacked Allison aircraft engines. What a shot. Now the motor's bent back up. He called on it. It worked. Look at this.
Looks like you ran a little light on the front. That's about right. I just let it get too far to the left. You think it's good enough to win the bull? I doubt it.
Champion. Right hand up to the throttle. Again, keep an eye on the right hand. That's the trigger finger, so to speak. Chevrolet ×4. The mean Mistreater pumping the brakes, ready for his shot. Close to that 285. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. Dave Grimm going around to get an angle.
What would it have taken to have taken the lead?
Well, probably if I wouldn't have bounced coming out of the hole and I've got something wrong with my right motor, it was popping coming down the track, so I'll be satisfied with that run.
The Fancy Farmer comes back on the national tour with us. When the crop comes in, Elliott will come back on tour. He farms quite a bit of land down in the Mayfield, Kentucky area in the western part of the state, down by the Milton Engineering Company out of Southern California, and used quite exclusively quite a few years ago in the sport of professional drag racing. It's a good alcohol engine. It's a good fuel engine. He runs it with the triple engine combination. Another one of the wheel spinners. He will come out smoking. He'll roll about 2 or 3 feet, pull the trigger. Elliott will come out a little bit more towards the center. Nails it right off the starting line. Not going to work for him. So Robert Elliott not getting the shot that he wanted for the Bluegrass-based triple-engine fancy farmer. Goes by the name of Mission Impossible. He builds the chassis for a living in his machine shop down in Princeton. A strong charger runs the area's race and engine combination. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Southern Indiana, the Mission Impossible, Mr. Tim Engler.
Army, here's the #1 modified dragster tractor in America. He happens to be from Southern Indiana. Don't be surprised if Tim Engler makes a full pull and sends this competition to a pull-off here tonight at the Hoosierdome.
Thank you very much, Dave. Again, keep an eye on Engler. Right hand goes to the throttle, left hand straight. Make sure everything's straight. Now watch the left hand. There's your visor. He's checking in. Visor down. Watch out. Engler's coming after you. Longnecker knows it. Let's see what's going to happen.
Congratulations, Tim Engler. You're going to send this pull into a pull-off tonight.
Well, I think all these fans deserve to see a pull-off. It was awful hard to get hooked up to the track. Nobody had tried the left side of the track, and we were very lucky that we had that side to run on. So we're looking forward to the pull-off. Thank you very much.
Tim Engler, he's going to go for broke here tonight in the pull-off.
We'll be right back with the pull-off.
They don't seem
Dave Walsh is having trouble with the front left engine on the Irish Challenger. He may not be able to run in the pull-off.
Dave Walsh from Boston, Wisconsin. And Dave, what happened down there? We saw a lot of raw alcohol coming out of that back left engine.
It's the front left, and it ain't firing right now. There's something wrong. Either wiring or something ain't firing right.
Longnecker and Engler will fight it out alone.
This is a real battle of engines that are over 40 years old, ladies and gentlemen. The Allison aircraft engine ran in the P-51 airplane, the Mustang of WW2. It was built between 1939 and 1944. So we're going to see Wayne Longnecker in a couple of Allison aircraft engines, 1,710 cubic inches each. That's over 3,400 cubic inches, gone against the premier modified dragster puller in America. Here we go.
Back motor, a little bit of a stock fire coming out, no problems. As Dave explained, it'll be 40-year-old engines you just saw going against state-of-the-art engines.
Army, if money can buy the best, then this is the best. Tim Engler decided that he wanted to have the premier tractor in the country.
The gentleman in the yellow hat running down, that's the crew chief. They go by the name of Bibbs to see what's going to happen. A little bit of heat in the engine. He does not want to sit there very long. The drama starts to build. Longnecker on top of this thing at a 235.14. Engler trying to get going. There is heat in the engine. They run dry blocks. He will not be able to sit there very long. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, out of Southern Indiana, Mission Impossible. What a shot by Jimmy Engler. Had to go on the other side at 235.14. We'll get the distance in just a moment.
They're very, very hot. We're talking about the Allisons that are over 40 years old. The driver, Wayne Longnecker, you have taken the lead. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did it go about the way that you wanted it to?
I was hoping to make it out the end. I think if I'd have held at the middle of the track, I could have made it out.
Looked like you ran a little light on the front.
Oh, it's about right. I just let it get too far to the left.
All right. Wayne Longnecker from Iowa.
Wayne Longnecker and the River Rat take the win as we look at a replay of Wayne's first run, the full pull that got him into the pull-off. It's been a night of tough competition here in the Hoosierdome, but Wayne Longnecker, Roger Crawford, and Bigfoot Each had the championship form to take home a win in Indianapolis. Let's wrap it up with Dave and Army at Trackside.
Army Armstrong, the competition was simply spectacular here in the Hoosierdome tonight.
Well, I tell you, the Redman TNT people have put together this week, teamed up with Nationwide, and these people saw a Donnybrook. A 3-vehicle pull-off where only 2 of them were actually able to come back, along with the finest modified 4x4 trucks in the country here, so it doesn't get any better than this.
No question about it. It was wild and woolly here in the Hoosierdome tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the competition. For Army Armstrong, I'm Dave Grimm. So long, everybody.
We'll be back next week with more of the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. Be there and experience the thrill of the most powerful sport